Welcome everyone here to the Franciscan Hermitage in Indianapolis as we celebrate the 24th Sunday in Ordinary Time. I just wanted to pick out that one phrase in the gospel readings where it says that, God is happy when there's the conversion of one sinner. Well, first of all, number one, you can't offend God. And so God is not going to be happy because somebody changes. God's concern is for the person. The divine is in that person, and if that divine energy is being withheld, then this person suffers, not God. But the loving God is saying, I want everyone to experience the divine happiness that I am. And so the readings are really for our more primitive people. And as we get into the 21st century and we're looking at how to read these gospel messages, you'll understand that God's concern is that all of us become fulfilled and experience the fullness that Jesus spoke about. That's what the divine presence is all about. This past week I ran into a story of a man in prison, and he was in the section of the prison where there were very violent people. And a priest or a minister came in to service the inmates, and they gave a Bible to everybody. Well, this particular gentleman was not interested in the Bible, but he was very happy because the pages were very thin and he could roll his cigarettes in that paper. And so he just ripped out one page at a time and was smoking it. And at one point, he dropped that one page, and when he picked it up, he started to read it. And that passage spoke to him in a very powerful way. And instead of forgetting about that text, he tore out another page to smoke, but he kept the one with the quote that really affected him. And as he continued to read that single text, he started to get insight that he never had before about how life goes. Eventually, he started to read the Bible, the New Testament, and it dramatically changed his life. When he finished his stay in the prison and was released a few years later, he took up studies to become a minister. And at this particular time, he is now a minister, and he is working specifically with people who are addicted. Now, that's the kind of thing that the scriptures want us to look at. if we shift our thought process and put our concentration on the spiritual aspects of our life, that's where we're going to find fullness. And that is what we are here for. Now, you know, I think that it is really important that you understand that the job of organized religion is to give us a deep spirituality so that we understand that the divine presence is within us. And when we put our concentration there, and we learn how to give our love away generously, we create joy and peace in our own lives, and we radiate that everywhere we go. Well, you know, in the 21st century, there are more and more people who understand this process. It's the Spirit moving in people all over this planet. And in the very first reading it says that God is going to make our descendants as numerous as the stars. And I really believe this is what's happening at the present time. People all over this planet are more involved in the spiritual dimension, and they are working to have a planet where we can experience global peace. I mean, if you look at the people who are moving away from dictators and moving their awareness to where they want a Christian kind of loving community, it's all over the world. And it's not just in the Christian religion. And that's one of the things that I think we need to be very, very conscious of and happy about. You know, my dear friends, we are really blessed. Here at the Hermitage, the accent is on the spiritual dimension. And when we are sharing that with people all over the world and getting more and more people who are involved in the awareness of the divine within them and allow that to radiate outwards, that's how our world is going to become a loving one and a peaceful one. See what you can do about allowing that divine presence to show through you to every single person you touch this week. Together, we can make a difference because we are all powerful, spiritual beings. God bless you all.